I've checked the terrain, cased your house, and I guess I'm ready to execute the job.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'd like to speak with Romeo Slade, please.
I can't hear you. Who?
Romeo Slade. Listen, leave a message. This is Mr. Harrison. He's got my number. It's urgent.
Hi. Don't be alarmed by the number of boxes, except for several select items. They were all on sale. It's me! Oh, Sky! It's me!
We're still keeping the streets of Monticello safe for us decent citizens.
All's quiet on the Western Front.
My boy, I gotta hand it to you. You were smashing on the T and the V today. I mean, real star material. Look at that profile. I mean, is that not something that even a Barrymore would envy?
Hey, cut it out. What's with you anyway? Aren't you off duty?
Yeah. Nothing to do though but go home.
Well, what's wrong with going home?
I don't like being around that apartment all by myself.
Well, why don't you go and see a movie or something?
Are you kidding? The last movie I saw 3, count 'em, 3 cops shot to death before my very eyes while the bad guys made off with the goods. No, it's much too depressing a comedy, and I'm already depressed as it is.
Well, why don't you go get yourself something to eat?
I tried that. Went to the coffee shop around the corner. That was depressing, too, except for a little encounter with the cute counselor, Miss Dee Dee Bannister.
Oh, I'll bet the sparks were flying there.
Yeah, you know, I'm really beginning to think that she doesn't like me.
Oh, really? Now, what gives you that idea, Calvin?
I think it's something in her manner. I mean, I'm sitting there now, being my usual charming self. She turns to me and says, "Mr. Stoner, why aren't you at home with your wife?" How rude.
And what did you say?
Well, I was just about to tell her that my wife was off in San Francisco renewing her show business career, singing her little heart out in some posh nightclub, when she turned on me and flounced her little skirt right out the door without even saying so much as a so long chump.
Well, I think you've got the wrong chemistry, Calvin. Why don't you try changing your shaving lotion?
You think that could be it, huh?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Well, Chief, what brings you out this late?
Oh, Chief.
I came by to talk to Tyler. How you doing? You're off duty. What are you hanging around for?
Well, actually, I was just getting ready to blow this pop stand. It's a little dull around here for me. I'm going someplace where it's nice and noisy, find a little action.
Okay, remember what I told you about that shaving lotion.
Yeah, good night, you two.
Good night.
Man, take 5
How you doing? Okay. All right, Chief. Well, I thought you were going out to dinner with the DA and his wife.
I just came from the cars, as a matter of fact. I heard an interesting little piece of information. I thought I should check it out before the evening grew any older.
I have a feeling you're going to share it with me any minute now.
You're right, I am. My records tell me that you spent 15 years in Washington, D.C. Is that right?
I spent some time there, but my original home's in San Francisco.
Your father must have been in politics. Wasn't your father a politician?
No, he wasn't.
He worked somewhere in the government, didn't he?
He had a job with the State Department.
Your dad was Fowler Wilcox, wasn't he?
Look, what the hell is this anyway, an inquisition? What difference does it make who or what my father was? You have no right to ask me these
You just hold on to yourself, Tyler. You're the one who's decided to make his past a mystery. It poses a lot of questions to my mind. Anybody in my department decides to do that, he's just asking for an inquiry. And don't you think I don't have the right to do it? Because I do. But I'm looking for the truth, that's all.
There's no mystery about me or about my father.
Look, I'm not trying to pry for the sake of prying. Anybody works for me, I want to know what he does, what he thinks, where he goes, and the reasons behind it all.
Look, you have all of that in my records in big, bold print. If that's not enough for you, that's just too bad. Inquiries about my father are just going to breed more lies about him. Look, my father is dead. That's all you need to know. So just let him rest in peace, all right?
Oh, it's beautiful, Mrs. Whitney. Just beautiful. Yes, it is. I am so surprised. I never expected my picture to be above the Whitney fireplace.
Oh, really? Well, you are the lady of the manor house now.
Yes, but I still remember Gordon Whitney's picture up there. Senator Gordon Whitney. So severe and austere and spooky. I remember I used to walk around this house and I could feel his eyes following my body all over, and I always wondered what he was thinking, but I'm sure he approved. Now, how did you manage to do this without my knowing about it?
Well, I imagine it probably would have been better if you had sat for the picture, but I didn't think that you could sit still long enough.
I could have for that.
Well, perhaps, but I wanted to keep it a complete surprise. So what I did was I took some of the photographs that Carlo Crown had taken and brought them to a portrait painter, and voila, there we have it.
And all this behind my back. You clever man.
Yes. Well, I wanted to give you something as original and beautiful as what you gave to me, but I'm afraid that there wouldn't be anything that could top this.
Oh, that's the most beautiful watch I've ever seen. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, that's quite all right, Chrissy. You're certainly free to admire it.
Well, open it for her. It plays a tune. Imagine that. I just never did, that's all. Oh, is it really that late? You've missed dinner, Mrs. Whitney. Can I get you something? No, I picked up something at Bennett's. I just want to go upstairs and take a bath and relax. I'm exhausted.
Okay.
It really does look like me. To the life. To the life. Can I get you something, Mr. Whitney?
No. Thank you, Chrissy. That won't be necessary.
I was just wondering, sir.
Yes?
I was just wondering, could I take tomorrow night off instead of my regular day? It's my mother, sir. She's feeling...
Tomorrow? Yes, that'd be perfect. Perfectly all right.
Thank you, Mr. Whitney.
To the life, huh?
No, Romeo ain't here yet. Yeah, I'll tell him when he gets in. I said I'd tell him, didn't I?
You seen this? See what time it is?
What? Why is Jody still late? Where did she go?
Well, there's the third time in the past 20 minutes you've mentioned that. You know perfectly well that she and Gavin took Muffin for a walk.
Where the hell they're walking to? St. Louis?
I
an old mother hen when it comes to Jody, aren't you?
Bet I am. Yes, I am.
Well, she loves it, and so do I, so don't change a hair.
It is an awful long walk, though, you gotta admit.
More than likely, they're not walking at all right now. They're probably just sitting on a park bench somewhere, staring into each other's eyes.
Well, they could be talking. They have a lot to talk about. There's the opening of the Whitney Dance Company. It's coming up very soon.
Somehow I doubt that's the subject of their conversation this evening.
You sly dog. What are you thinking?
Same thing you're thinking.
Poor Kelly, huh?
Yeah. Poor Kelly.
Well, these things happen, you know, these changes of heart.
Yeah, they do, and I can see all the symptoms.
Speaking of symptoms, Jody tells me she went with you to see Dr. Stewart today.
Uh-huh, that's right, she did.
Well, what do you have to say?
Hello and goodbye.
Come on, don't be so evasive. What do you say?
I'm not being evasive. It was just a routine checkup. I mean, you know how he is. He's overly solicitous anyway, and if I don't go, he takes it as a personal rejection, and I don't want to hurt his feelings.
No, of course not.
Miles, he said I'm okay. Really, I'm fine, so there's nothing to worry about.
Okay. Good.
Just similar disguise, it's exactly the same. What does that mean? Can it possibly mean that the man I married is Jeff Brown? How could that be? All right. The real Schuyler Whitney and Jefferson Brown were friends in Switzerland. Well, that's what the clipping said. Jefferson Brown, Schuyler Whitney's friend and co-pilot. So they were in the plane together when it crashed in the Alps. Now, could that be where the real Sky Whitney died? And Jefferson Brown took his place?
Perhaps hundreds of underworld figures have escaped detection with the help of Dr. Bryson's plastic surgery. An investigation is underway in an attempt to reveal at least some of the names of patients involved in what is known in official investigative circles as the Janus operation. The search goes on. Unquestionably, it will be a long one, and it is in Lucerne, Switzerland, where the investigation is centered, at least at present.
Jefferson Brown have been Dr. Bryson's patient. Is that why my husband was so fascinated by Dr. Bryson's death? Oh, what if Jeff Brown came back to this country, took over Sky Whitney's identity and his fortune, and that means that Geraldine isn't his aunt at all? He's not even a Whitney. For God's sake. That means neither am I.
strictly as a private citizen. All I want to do is drink a couple of beers and watch the kids play. So come on, take that chip off your shoulder. Give me a nice, tall, cool.
Well, be my guest.
All right. Here you go.
Hey, Romeo, I got a message for you, buddy. Hey, you got some fine talent here tonight. Really fine talent. We sure do. Well, you call the guy, he sounded anxious, huh?
Yeah. Have a good time. Have a good time.
Why the hell can't I just get drunk? Why can't I just get numb? Numb so I won't have to think about anything. I won't have to think about Raven. How damn beautiful she is. If I didn't feel anything for her, oh, how easy it'd be. But I love her. Why? Why did I have to fall in love with her? But I can't let that stop me. I can't. She knows now. She knows the whole story. I have to. I have to get rid of her. Why doesn't he call that creep Romeo? Romeo Slade. Lady killer.
Baby, aren't you coming to bed? Oh, I'm exhausted, aren't you?
Yeah. I am a little tired. I'll be up shortly. I've got a business to go away for.
Oh, I love it. I do love it.
I hoped that you would.
It really is a surprise.
Is it?
And what's amazing is that this person did it from a picture. Who did it?
A guy named Kramer. Why did she have to wear that negligee? She looks so appealing, so desirable.
You know what's really interesting to me? This person created a likeness with a paintbrush and paint, and I've been thinking about that Dr. Bryson. And he created likeness from his scalpel. I mean, it's like one used their talent to make people look beautiful, and the other turned people into someone that they weren't. Well, he's dead. That's exactly what should have happened, don't you think?
I don't know. I suppose so.
Well, I'm going to bed.
Yes.
Hold on, please. Mr. Slade is returning your call.
Romeo.
Yeah. I got your message. What do you want?
I just called to say that the plan is definite for tomorrow.
That's good. As sooner the better.